approach the end of the season. Pole positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. The Jaguars will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sends it back in motion. The give to the fullback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The option look. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Speeding down the left side. He's at the touchdown Falcon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's talk for just a second about South Alabama. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next one?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open...
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Jaguars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw on first down, using the quick game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Jaguars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about. So
intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. At the 15, he's loose. Hits the afterburners. Past the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jennings. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Give to the big fullback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Gets the back moving. They'll go to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Cooks. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Jaguars will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Falcons. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Firing to the right, complete. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And the Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
They go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Jennings. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Alabama. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. It's complete to the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback making checks. Sticks it in his belly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. Handoff to the fullback. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get them on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. They'll run the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Walton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Jaguars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Punt is on its way. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the option. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Dropping back, it's Cooks. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the fullback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Line is set on 3rd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Walton. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Walton. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to...
He's got it inside the 30. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now they'll run the draw. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Everybody wants chunk plays, and you need them, but this has been the epitome of efficiency.
No doubt. Take what the defense gives you. Sometimes it's okay to be patient. Sometimes it's okay not to push the ball down the field. The defense is giving the underneath stuff. The offense is taking it and moving the ball down the field really nicely.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Cooks. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Jaguars! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Goes to the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. Dating to the days of the great Fisher to Berry at Air Force, you need a great ball handler at quarterback.
And that's not something you say about every university. Obviously, Air Force is different. It's unique. It's more about running the football. It's more about the option consistently. So you got to have a guy that can handle that ball, not put on the deck, and not make mistakes.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Cooks. Gets it to the back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now on the option. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
On the option. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Big fullback's got it.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. The option look. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. They've been running it, but now the pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On the option.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Let's go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
Here comes the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Running to Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You've got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Fullback's got it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Takes a handoff. It's locked. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They try to get it outside on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And, guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you can tell.
Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.